please put your hand together for Andrew.
So when Karina got her cancer diagnosis, I said to myself, we don't know if she's come here to survive this or to die from this. But whichever one it is, I'm with her. And that was easy in the beginning because they did the radiation and the scan showed that they got all of the tumor, and it was a slow recovery, problems with swallowing and voice. But we reached the 2-year mark and all clear, so big sigh of relief. And then the swallowing got difficult again. The pain came back. And at Christmas, the doctors said, the tumor's back, it's in the same place, it's radiation proof, there's nothing we can do. So it was in and out of the hospital, and then the hospice. And in all of that, I never gave up hope because as a healer, as a shaman, I know that these things can turn around at the very last minute, no matter what. So one night I'm in the hospice and Karina's there, and I just sort of put my hand on her head and I just run some healing energy through her body. And her eyes pop wide open and she's glaring at me. Don't you dare do that. So I step back. But that night I go to my spirit helpers to say, what's going on here? Help me understand. And they take me to a clearing in the woods. And there's Sleeping Beauty lying on the ground with this massive black spider on her neck. And they said, what's between her and the spider? It's between her and the spider. There's nothing you can do except hold her hands. So that's what I did. I held her hands day and night until she died. And yes, it was clearly a bummer. It was the saddest, hardest thing I've ever done. But I don't want to leave you with that because it was also the most beautiful thing I've ever done. Because, newsflash, none of us is getting out of here alive. And somebody is going to leave the relationship first. And as hard as all that was, I feel really lucky that we had those 3 months in the hospice to really, even though, we knew what was coming, we were together in a way that I've never been with anybody. And there were probably 3 moments that jump out at me. One was just one day she was in and out of like a coma, and she just sort of opened her eyes and looked up at me and just said, and then about 2 days before she died, again, her eyes popped open, she just looked at me and said, I think I'm dying. And I'm sorry. And the last thing that she ever said to me was, find someone to love. And the thing is, I think in our culture, we have a bit of this shopkeeper mentality. I've got my checklists, I've got my qualities, I'm going to make a deal with you, and whether we match or we don't match. And the thing is, love is not about getting. It's about giving. And it's about, Thomas Merton said, it's about a special way, it's a special way of being alive, of being present, and really paying attention. And so, I miss her every day. But that's the journey her soul was on. I don't understand why that's the journey her soul was on, but that was my job, was to support that. and to honor it. And I'm glad I was able to.